Alexa, how fun is it that we get to be on the convention floor of the National Religious Broadcasters Convention 2021? And if you're Robbie Dilmore and you're the host of Kingdom Pursuits, how does God take your passion and use it to build the kingdom? You get a chance to see how God has given so many gifts to so many people. And what a delight that He's not just doing that in America. He's doing it around the world, and He's got secret agents that he has been working on since they were 10 or 11 years old, or maybe before they were born. He was working on loving them and bringing them to a point of understanding and getting to know Him, and such is the case with Alexa Christ. She's from Colombia,
Yes, I am.
as you will hear in her wonderful, beautiful accent.
Thank you for that.
And Alexa's a widow, which is fascinating to me. The last person I interviewed since Alexa was Miriam Niff and the Widow Connection. And similarly, God has comforted Alexa so much that she refers to herself as Alexa Christ because He is now her husband. You were widowed 4 years ago
Yes, 4 years ago.
in Colombia.
I was in Colombia doing ministry in Colombia. I was raising my kids actually. I was working in the financial sector for 15 years. I became an orphan when I was 12. So that's why I started working at 16. So I have a long career in the financial sector. And my father was the Lord. Now I realize he was the one who sponsored me through my studies, and I'm here because he loves me. And when this cancer came to us, to him, he told me, it's your time. It's your time to do something in ministry. I was helping. I always were volunteer in my church, in my local church. It's an amazing place. I was trained there, and I got passionate about the work of the Lord. So I started studying the Word, going to my classes of theology classes every week. That was my best plan. The best thing to do was going to the church, and I was raising my little kid. He was a miracle. I mean, I knew the Lord through a miracle. Um, I couldn't have children, and He healed me physically, and I got pregnant. So somebody told me once, he said, you should trust the Lord, and ask Him to give you the child you want, the desire of your heart. But I was too good. As I told you, I was too good, successful in my career, having a good marriage, traveling. I didn't need the Lord in my mind. But when I realized how broke I was inside, when I came to the church and I accepted Jesus as my Lord, something changed in my life. So I started, I don't know, a fire inside of me, and I wanted more. Even it is a beautiful song in Spanish that said, yo quiero enamorarme más de ti, enséñame a amarte y a vivir. It's like, show me, Lord, how to love you more. Show me how to know more about you. And I was singing this song every day and every day. And one day he did something. So he put in my path somebody who was a really good teacher, and she was a strong woman, and she did deliverance, and she did intercession prayers, and she took me and she said, okay, you need to be healed. And I just started reading the word, getting healed of my traumas, my fatherless life, my emotional issues, my anxiety, my proud. I was so proud. Um, I understood the Lord was everything we need to get healed from the inside to outside.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was in that journey with Him for a couple of years, and cancer came to us. So I knew Him as a healer because He healed me. He gave
Right.
me my son. So I knew for the science, for doctors, was impossible for me to get pregnant. But for him, was 2 months. In 2 months, I was pregnant after my prayer. So I knew him as
Right,
a
as a
healer.
healer.
I knew him as a healer of depression. I knew him as a healer of finances, alcoholism. So I knew him, and I was leaning on him. And I was sure about the miracle, my miracle, the miracle I wanted, but he did a different miracle. He did his work, but I was expecting something different. So I became widow. And in that moment, even I said this phrase, and I said, Christianity is over for me. How can I preach God? How can I say I love Jesus if you don't love me? Look, you didn't do for me. How can I heal? Or how can I tell somebody you heal? If they look at me, they're gonna say, really? Because you widow. But he was so precious and loving as he is. And he said, now you think everything is done? Now is when everything starts. So take your bags, take your kids, and go to the land where is honey and milk.
Mm.
I will use you in a mighty way, and I will use you to heal that nation, and I will use you to heal single moms, widows, because you know what is being a widow without me, because my mom was a widow without Jesus, and she made many mistakes, and I love my mom because she's a loving woman, beautiful, but she didn't have Jesus to manage different the situation. So when I was kind of mad with the Lord because my miracle didn't
Right.
happen, he asked me something and he said, okay, you know what is being an orphan, right? And I said, yes, I know. Okay, you wanna have the same story you live for your kids? Or you want something different for them? That was a confronting question for me. And I look at them and I say, no, I was so broke. I make many mistakes. I got drunk. I was emotional, a mess. I was a mess in my youth. And I said, no, how can they live without Jesus? We can't live without him. He's just inside of my heart, inside of them. I've been teaching my son and my little one to love him, that he does everything for them. So mommy was lying? No,
No.
mommy, no. Mommy was right. But now, because we got a no from him, so it's time to say, no, Jesus is not good anymore. And the Lord confronting me, saying, you need to live this different. You need to show them that I'm still here, even when I say no. But I didn't say no even. I say yes. But the miracle I did was different from the one you were expecting. So I look at my kids and I said, okay, Lord, so what is next for us? Okay, Jay, go to the United States. I came here, and he said, you need to be, you're doing theology,
Let
you're doing
let
well.
me jump in just for 1 second because
Hmm.
I don't want to lose the listeners. I know the story. I want to make sure they do. Okay. That when you said that the Lord did a different miracle than what you had wanted him to do, that miracle was
He took him to an eternity because that is the great miracle he does for
he took
us.
your husband, right? He
Right,
healed him in a way like, oh, the complete healing, the one we all get. And
right.
so, right, I don't know if you've ever seen uh, Tony Evans' son eulogy for his mother. Because he said that he had the same argument over here. Here's Tony Evans' mom. I mean, Tony Evans' wife. How are you going to not heal her when she has cancer? And he told her, he said, she will either be healed or she will be healed. She will either be with family or she will be with family. And I'll never forget. He said it so um, beautifully that as I heard you talk about this miracle, and I don't want the listeners to miss out on this nugget that I think is in your story, is he did a healing that is beyond anything. And actually, in my age of 65, which is, I'm now understanding that it's such a short time before you're reunited with him and Jesus, right? And so this will be like a blink of the time from the time he passed until again you're reunited in a way. But at the same time, he's using you, right, in miraculous ways. And I hate we've got way more show than time always. So I want to skip forward a little bit because she now, um, Alexa has a ministry in the United States to both widows, single moms, and the children that come along with that. And if, oh, you could hear her heart. And so along those lines, you heal through the heart because that's how you were healed, right?
Right.
And you do that. Tell our listeners how you're able to minister to your community because she's a pastor now, right? You're a pastor of a church in Houston.
Right. I'm a pastor in Houston for the Latino community. I'm helping them, but I mean, I'm available for everything the Lord called me to do, and I'm willing to help anyone from any ethnicity, nationality, American, whites. You know,
Right.
the Lord is about everyone. So, but yes, He called me to work with the Latino community. I'm working with Latino women, and I'm seeing so much heal on them because I'm doing what the Lord showed me or told me to do to get healed. So, as a single moms, single parents, we need Jesus more than anything. We need He is the provider. He is the father. He is the husband. He comforts us in the night when it's cold. Even He disciplined my kids sometimes. They got kind of rebellion with mommy because
Yeah.
mommy has to be living the life according to the word in an imperfect way because I'm still human. I make mistakes, but I love the Lord. And I know the way back to Him. And it's, Lord, forgive me. And I teaching them that they're humans like me, but we have Him and He sees everything we do and we can make mistakes and we will make mistakes. But the way back to Him is just one word, forgive me, Lord. So He does. And it's the way we live our family, in forgiveness because we're crazy, we're crazy. So the Latino community, we have a lot of single moms. Uh, the thing in our community is we are hard workers. We have many good things, but we still have things that we need to change in our communities. And there is a lot of single mommies, single widows and orphans and kids without father in their home. So they need the church because that's the place the Lord made to get them healed, to make them love Him, to make them to know Him. So that's why we need to support our local church and the ones they're doing the work we have to. So they come to us, they come to the church. We take the kids, we trying to help the kids to know Jesus better through music, through art, through dance.
Yeah, that's the part that listen. And again, I often hate that our listeners can't look in your eyes, when you talk because when I first met Alexa just a little short while ago, and she started to begin to talk about music and dance. You should have seen her eyes light up, especially when it comes to the mommy in her, because she was like, I get to be a mommy, and we get to do this music and dance, and you just get the sense of these children that are worshiping, right? And experiencing something that they probably will never forget, to be able to worship freely there with their mommy, right?
Yeah. My pianist, when I do the prayer on Wednesday, is my son. He's 10 years old, my Pablo.
Really?
Yes, he's brilliant.
He's the one that plays the piano.
He is the one who plays the piano. So I truly believe that music
And this
heals.
was your miracle son.
He is my miracle son. Yes, he's my firstborn, and as I told you, the doctors, I mean, science says it was impossible for me to become a mom because I have many issues in my health. So I went to many high,
Smart. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
too knowledge. And but my sister, she was the one who met the Lord before me.
Really?
Yeah, she's
An
a
older
pastor
sister or
also.
your younger sister?
My younger.
Really? Your younger sister.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful part of this story, right?
because as I told you, I didn't realize how God is our Father when we have no father at home.
Right. Sure.
This is a true. This is not just. I mean, everything that is writing in the Bible is true. but I'm a living testimony. I can testify he was my father when I didn't have father in my house. The one who opened the doors for me, the one who paid for my education, the one who brought me to United States, the one to heal my heart, the one who keep my kids loving him, serving him in the kingdom. My son, he is the Bible teacher for 5 years old.
Oh my goodness. Well, unfortunately, again, time is too short to get all that we need from Alexa. And but we're gonna have to get her back on. We can see at some point in time. But Alexa, how can people that want to know more about your ministry, know more how to pray for you, how to connect with you, if you guys got a church name, website, how would people do that?
Yeah, we have a church website. It's www, so three W's, Jesus the Transformer
JesusTheTransformer.com.org.
dot org.
.org.
Yes,
So
sir. Right.
JesusTheTransformer.org, and you're the pastor, so
I'm
that
the
the
pastor.
contact information, just do that.
Yeah, so we have an email that is info
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 at
at jesusthetransformer.org.
thetransformer.org.
And we have a phone number.
Sure.
Okay, we have a phone number if you want to contact us. We're helping the Latino community in Houston. Um, we would like to have, I mean, we're not just about Christian people, we're about everybody because every single party needs help. Even
Oh yeah.
no believers because the word is for everyone, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So
So, what's your phone number?
it's 713-568-6655. This is the church phone, but
713-568-66.
6655.
Oh, Alexa, again, I hate we're out of time, but thank you so much for sharing your
Thank
story and your life
you.
with our listeners here on The Truth. And God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I know the Lord has good plans for us.
Yes, He does.